When it comes to certain parts of the world, to paraphrase that philosopher king Kermit the Frog, it ain't easy being gay. In the Middle East, for example, with the exception of one country, if you're gay, you better stay entombed in the closet unless you have a hankering for ending up in an actual tomb. Oh, by the way, that solitary Middle East country where one can be openly gay and is home to gay pride parades is Israel, which inexplicably is condemned by the left-wing nut bars who comprise Queers Against Israeli Apartheid, but I digress. In any event, given that homosexuals in certain neighborhoods of the world are treated so egregiously, you'd think this would be the primary lobbying focus of the gay rights group GLAAD, which is an acronym for Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation. After all, the ultimate human right is the right to exist. Well, GLAAD issued a press release the other day. No, it wasn't condemning the incarceration and murder of homosexuals in places such as Iran. Rather, GLAAD has bigger fish to fry, folks. Namely, GLAAD is, wait for it, imploring Walt Disney Studios to include gay characters in the next Star Wars sequel. Yeah, set your phasers on, fabulous. Okay, Geek Squad, I know phasers are from Star Trek, not Wars, but cut the men's weight a little slack here, okay? Anyway, apparently Disney was assigned a failing grade by GLAAD due to a dearth of gay characters in films released by the studio last year, all of which prompted GLAAD to proclaim the following, quote, "As sci-fi projects have the special opportunity to create unique worlds whose advanced societies can serve as a commentary on our own, the most obvious place where Disney could include LGBT characters is in the upcoming 8th Star Wars film," end quote. Hey, if Disney wants to reimagine Darth Vader as Garth Gaydar, that's up to them. They own the franchise, and apparently there's already been rumors that same-sex characters will appear in the next Star Wars installment, even before GLAAD amped it up its gay Star Wars campaign. But does GLAAD really have its priorities straight when it comes to making sci-fi sexual orientation its prime directive? Hey, I'm not gay, nor am I a human rights activist, but if I was gay and I was a human rights activist, is this the battle I want to wage? Getting on a pulpit and demanding that some sci-fi fantasy universe unveils more gay characters? By the way, I'm going to go out on a limb here and predict that GLAAD not only wants gay characters in Star Wars films, but those gay characters had better be depicted in a flattering light. Because should a studio have the temerity to depict an LGBT character in an unsavory fashion, oh, there'll be hell to pay. After all, in previous years, gay rights activists have condemned films ranging from Cruising to The Silence of the Lambs for the way in which LGBT characters were depicted. So to recap, in the world according to GLAAD, it would appear it's a far more urgent matter vis-a-vis the advancement of gay rights to alter the narrative of a futuristic fantasy world that doesn't actually exist, rather than going after the bad guys in our real world who torment and even execute men and women based on their sexual orientation. And secondly, if a studio does cast an LGBT character, that character must be a good gay guy, because a bad gay guy, well, that's homophobic. Is it just me, folks, or is the world getting more queer by the hour? For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.